Good morning, dear students. Welcome to the second session of the chapter The Gardener. First, let us brush up whatever we have discussed in the first session. In the first session, we have discussed about the author and one of the characters of the story, an old man. The author, he starts the story in a unique style, saying that he did not want to elaborate the story too much because when we elaborate the story will lose its originality. It becomes meaningless. So here the narrator, he wants to retain the originality of this story. He also mentions that he conceived this story in a flash, which means here the narrator, he got an idea of writing this story when he came across a person called an old man in coconut plantation near Chandraipatna. And here he also gave the description of the old man. He says that the old man's eyes were filled with native intelligence and strange memories. So here the old man, he had a lot of experience in his life. So that's why that experience makes him a wise person. As well as this old man also has knowledge and awareness about local crops and cultivation. So he was also filled with native intelligence. This old man, he was a tall person with a long beak-like nose, and he also has grey hair, which is the result of his advanced age. He also has strong muscular arms, which means here the old man, he had been working in the farm for a long period. So here he also has strong muscles, strong muscular arms. Though he is an old person, but still he was very strong and fit. And here the narrator, he also says that this person is not just a common man. This old man, he did not look like a gardener, or he did not look like an illiterate person. He seems to be a laborer, overseer and philosopher, all rolled into one, which means he was an all-rounder. This is what we have discussed in the previous session. Now let us continue the chapter. He came to this garden one day after walking hundreds of miles. The owner of this plantation needed a person exactly like him. A few words were exchanged. The old man stayed on. He was really useful. This old man, he walks miles together in search of job. Here, it is not like that he couldn't get one. But this old man wanted to be far away from his native place and people. So that's why he came to the coconut plantation near Chandraipatna by walking hundreds of miles. And when he reached the coconut plantation, he noticed that so many things were not well organized. So he felt it was necessary to bring in changes in that plantation. So that's why the old man, he met the owner of that plantation. And the owner of the plantation, he had been working hard to improve his plantation, but there were so many problems which he had not been able to solve. So when he met the old man, the owner, he came to know that the old man was well versed in agriculture and he also has native intelligence. So a few conversation, which means a few words exchanged between them, which means a small conversation took place between the old man and the owner. And the old man, he was provided with the job. He was appointed as an overseer to the plantation. He was well versed in agriculture and could understand the problems of workers. The petty theft in the garden came to an end. The income from the garden improved dramatically. The old man, he was appointed as an overseer on the farm. The old man, being well versed in agriculture, he understood the problems of his co-workers and he also solved so many problems. When the owner was in the charge of the plantation, there used to be small thefts which the owner couldn't prevent. So here, because of the old man's efficient supervision, those small thefts came to an end and also the income of that plantation increased dramatically. So here the owner of that plantation, he make a lot of profit from the plantation and he also felt that the old man, he had been doing his work properly. There was a perceptible change in the lifestyle of the owner. The plantation expanded, but the owner became lethargic and shied away from hard work. So here, perceptible, which means noticeable. So here there was a noticeable change in the lifestyle of the owner. Because of the old man's efficient supervision, the petty theft came to an end and the owner was also able to make a lot of profit from the plantation. So he was able to make a lot of profit from the plantation and the owner also purchased other plantations and land in his village. That means here the plantation was expanded, the plantation was increased in size. With all this, there was another danger, and that was the way the owner was using his money. He was misusing the profit which he had made. Here, the owner, he became lethargic, which means lazy. He became lazy and he also starts to run away from doing hard work. Here the owner, he just wanted to enjoy his life. He started to neglect his family and his plantation and he also became lazy person, leaving his plantation in charge of the old man. His wife found all this strange. She found it hard to decide whether the old man's arrival was for the better or for the worse. So here, before the arrival of the old man, the owner, he had only 10 acres of land and he had been working so hard to improve that plantation. So that's why he had hardly any time to spend with his friends. In that particular time, he did not have so many friends. But when the old man was appointed as an overseer, he solved all the problems of the owner. So, his worries disappeared and he had a lot of time. He had plenty of time to spend. So that's why here the personal attention of the owner went towards acquiring the social prestige and money. So here the owner, he had plenty of time, so that's why he starts to neglect his family and he also starts to neglect his plantation. He forget about his responsibilities towards the plantation and his wife. So here the owner, he became an irresponsible person. He did not bother about his family life. So that's why the owner's wife, she was confused, she was worried and she was also confused. She was not able to decide whether the arrival of the old man had done good or bad to her husband. She was very much worried about his behavior. Her husband's wealth and social prestige had risen higher. He acquired a number of friends in the next town and an equal number in his own village. Even though he had precious little to do, his life became crowded with colorful events. So here the owner's wealth and social prestige also increased dramatically. He became well recognized person in his village. When people came to know that the owner has lot of money and he was in search of company to spend his time, they showed some interest to become his friends. Likewise, here the owner he acquired a number of friends in the next town as well as in his own village. When a person becomes socially well recognized and rich, it is natural that he also cultivates some other activities. The same thing happened here. The owner he was also cultivated so many activities and so many bad habits. One among them was adultery. The owner, with the help of newly acquired friends, he addicted to bad habits like gambling and drinking. Not only that, but he also has illegal relationship. So here the owner's life filled with colorful events. Here he just wanted to enjoy his life. So that's why he had addicted to some bad habits and he also wanted to spend his life with his friends. No, he just wanted to lead a luxurious life and he just wanted to enjoy his life with the company of his friends. So that's why he did not bother about his wife's feelings and also he did not bother about moral values. He became an irresponsible person and he started to neglect his own plantation and his own life. She became apprehensive about his adultery and umpteen other vices cultivated lately thanks to his newly acquired clout. The owner's wife, she was very much worried about husband's adultery. Adultery, which means having an illegal relationship with other women. And here it is natural that women, they won't accept their husband's illegal relationship. Adultery, it will affect any woman. The same thing happened here. The owner's wife, she was not able to accept the fact that her husband was spending his money and time with other women. She was not also happy with his behavior. She was not ready to accept other activities also, which were cultivated after acquiring a power and money. They formed which was merely 10 acres had grown beyond their imagination. That was fine, but their life also was gradually getting out of hand. Before the arrival of the old man, the owner he had only 10 acres of land. But because of the sufficient supervision of the old man, his plantation, the owner's plantation, it was expanded dramatically. It was expanded beyond their imagination. So they became wealthy and rich people. But along with this newly acquired power and money, their life became miserable. The relationship between the owner and his wife was destroyed and their life was also gradually getting out of their hand. When she was in a fix like this, one day the old man met her and behaved as though he knew all about her plight. The old man, who had settled there in the coconut plantation for good, had watched the activities of the owner. Initially, the owner, he was very much interested in his plantation. He had been working very hard to improve his plantation. But when the old man solved all the problems of the plantation, the owner, he became lethargic. He had lot of time and he became lethargic, and he also starts to run away from doing hard work. And he also cultivated illegal activities like adultery, etc. One day the old man, he saw the owner's wife in the plantation, and the owner's wife, she was very much worried about her husband's illegal activities. She was not happy with the activities or behavior of her husband. So she was very much worried about it, and here the old man, he came to her knowing her all problems, and he also thought that he could give the solution to her problems. He smiled at her and brought down an offering of tender coconuts from a nearby tree. He sat on the embankment of the well. She had no alternative, and she sat next to him. The sun was slipping away into the western horizon. His rays were reaching the walls of the well through the foliage of coconut, mango and jackfruit trees. When the old man, when he saw the owner's wife in the plantation, he smiled at her, and he also showed some kind of hospitality to her. He offered a tender coconut to her, and he also sat on the embankment, which means a stone wall. He sat on the stone wall of the well. And here the old man, he tried to convince her, because he already knew that she was very much worried about her husband's activities, illegal activities and behavior. So he tried to convince her, but here the owner's wife, she was not interested in old man's words, but still she sat there because she did not want to hurt his feelings, and she also thought that the old man, he could provide any solution to her problem. So it was the time of the sunset, and here sunset, it was described very beautifully. So here the old man, he also thought that he should narrate one story which could convince the owner's wife about her husband. Here the old man, he had a lot of experience, and he also understood the ways in which we face ups and downs in our life. So that's why he thought of narrating a story which helps to the owner's wife to bring her husband back from his adultery or from his illegal activities. The old man began his narrative. So here the old man, he starts to narrate the story. In a far off place, once there was a man called Tamanna. He had everything: 10 acres of wetland, a comfortable house, people too ready to do his bidding. The most important among all his possessions was his rival Sangoji. So here the old man, he starts to narrate a story, and he says that in a far away place there was a man called Tamanna, and he had everything in his life. He had a comfortable house, and he also had a 10 acres of wetland, which means a land which is perfect for agriculture. So he had 10 acres of wetland, and he also had lot of followers who were ready to do anything on his command. Among all this, he also had one possession, and that was his rivalry Sangoji. So here Tamanna, he also had a competitor in his life, and his name was Sangoji. So here Tamanna, he considered Sangoji as an important possession, because rivalry offers a new possibilities of life for him. After proceeding this far, the old man started fumbling for words as though he had committed a mistake. She was listening. She felt like going away, saying, "All this is none of my concern." After proceeding this far, which means here, after introducing the characters Tamanna and Sangoji, here the old man started fumbling. Here the old man, he found difficulty to continue the story because he thought that he had committed a blunder. So that's why he was not able to continue the story. He did not find any words to continue. The owner's wife here, she was not interested in the old man's stories. She wanted to go away from the old man. But here she sat there because she did not have any other choice. And she also wanted to say that your story is none of my business. So that means here she was not interested about the old man's story. But she couldn't do that because she was not able to hurt his feelings. However, unwilling to hurt the old man, she continued to sit quietly. The old man went on. No, his name was not Sangoji, it was Basavaya. He expressed his amazement at how facts take on such varied guises when they are narrated as fiction. So here the owner's wife, she was not interested in the old man's story. She wanted to tell him that the story was none of her business. She was not interested in the story, but she couldn't do that because she did not able to hurt his feelings. So that's why she sat there quietly listening to the old man. And here the old man, he continues his story saying that no, his name was not Sangoji, it was Basavaya. So here the old man, he says that Tamanna's rival was not Sangoji but it was Basavaya. His name was Basavaya. Here he tries to correct his mistake which he had done. And here the old man, he was also amazed, he was shocked because when we try to fictionalize the fact, it will change its appearance. So he was amazed how facts take on such different appearance when they are narrated as a fiction. So my dear students, today I would like to conclude my second session here. So now it is time for you to take down the questions. So the first question: who became lethargic after the arrival of the old man? Who became lethargic after the arrival of the old man? Second one: who became apprehensive about the plantation owner's vices? Who became apprehensive about the plantation owner's vices? Third one: whom did Tamanna treat as the most important among all his possessions? Fourth one: when did the petty thefts came to an end? So you have to write the answer for these questions in your notebook and you have to submit this in WhatsApp group by the end of the day. So my dear students, in the next class we will continue with the story. Thank you.